Bum, 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 bum. Ah, there we go. Learn. Cool. Alright, sorry about that. I was trying to go live on TikTok. What's up, everyone? Razor here. Today, I will be replacing the CMOS battery in my Nintendo Gamecube because it died. I probably shouldn't do that. Let me move this over. And you may ask what a CMOS battery is, and I'm going to show you in one of the most well-known games, and then I'll show you how to replace it in the Gamecube and what it does in the Gamecube, because it's a little different than this. Pokemon Red cartridge. God, that quality's terrible. I have to adjust the camera as we go, because I set this up on the fly. Yeah, but you can see Pokemon Red. So, what the CMOS battery does in this is stores the save file, and similarly in the second gen games is I gotta do one thing. Sorry, I don't want to turn on music, so I'm gonna do that too. I need to copy that, open this, paste it here. Save. There we go. And let me get some music on YouTube. Genres, yeah. With that, see what happens. That's not what I had in mind. Alright, there we go. Alright, I just want to make sure it's not too loud. Oh, my desktop isn't even picking it up. That's crazy. Hold on. There we go. Alright, so as I was saying, what the CMOS battery does for Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow is just store the save file. And that's the case with most Nintendo games. Nintendo, or Game Boy Color games. Might be Game Boy in general. Slide that down and pop it off. It's this battery right here. So as you can see right now, I'm not replacing this battery because I don't have the right replacement. So it's soldered down onto the board. That's the same thing as the Nintendo GameCube. So what I did was I bought a replacement that seats in, and you could just pop a battery in and out when it needs to be replaced again. Now, it's not the same as this one because this one has tabs that just seat on the board, while the one on the GameCube has two through holes that you put it through. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that example. Hey Chris, thanks for the like, appreciate you. So yeah, we're going to get into that. I'm going to show you how you can tell if your CMOS battery's dead on your GameCube. It's very easy. All you got to do, just turn it off, and if you turn it back on and you get this error, oh, why'd this move back over? Sorry, my mic is right here, and I'm trying to be short enough under it. So yeah, you turn on the Nintendo GameCube, and you get this error. Hello? I made sure everything was on. I tested this earlier, so this wouldn't happen. It's running. This? The heck? There it is. First you might set the calendar, blah blah blah. So you'll set the calendar. Right now it's 21:35. Yeah, we're all long dead. So let's say I do set. I'm just gonna do the date. 9/29. We'll just leave it at 2003, right? Click finish, and then boom, 9/29/2003. You turn it off, and I don't know if it's gonna hold a charge for a little bit, and when you turn it back on, it may work for a little while. I doubt it though, because it's a battery, and if the battery's dead, it shouldn't work at all. Like, I should get that same error saying that I need to reset the calendar. That's bullshit. Okay, so if I left it off for enough time, we would be getting that error. So that's what I'm replacing today. And it's very simple. It's actually the easier of the two repairs that most GameCubes have. I love how bad that's glitching. Just gonna find, there we go. Alright, let me get some stuff onto my work area, which is just my desk, sadly. I don't have another workspace. So I have to move all of my other stuff out of the way. And I'll go over some fun tips and tricks while I'm doing this. Yeah, nothing I use or say I'm sponsored by. I just enjoy some of the things I've been using. This is disgusting because of solder, but it's heat proof, so soldering irons are very hot. I'm pretty sure I set mine to like 600 or 650 degrees for the solder. So it won't cook my desk, it won't start a fire or anything like that. Alright, so first things first, unplug everything from the GameCube, memory card, all that good stuff. All the cables. And yeah, I'm going to take the disc out just to make sure it's protected. Shouldn't have a problem because the CMOS battery, when we open this up, you'll see it. The CMOS battery is actually on this faceplate. There's two boards in here. It's not on those boards. It's on the faceplate board, which is really weird. Just toss that over there for now. Alright, so first thing I'm gonna show off, and again, I'm not sponsored by anyone, but iFixit has a really cool magnetic toolkit. I recommend it. The Game Boy player is just screwed in, so I gotta unscrew that first before I show you the main pain in the ass screws. Unscrew the Game Boy player, pop that out. I don't think there's a push. There is a push. It's not the, oh, that was for the Pokemon pinball just went flying out. Put that over here. So, how do you get the base, or the top off, I guess? Because the top and the base plate are in the same, yeah, you just take one off. So, you can't reach it with just the screwdriver, right? And it has a unique tip down there. I think it's the 4.5. But this iFixit toolkit has a really cool extender. Goes in, pops in there. Alright, that site was not working for music because I have to hit play on every song. There, let's do this. And I'll just turn it down. Oh god, that's loud. I need background music to keep my brain going. Oh, alright. Then yeah, there's 4 screws you gotta unscrew. Yeah, it's the 4.5. Hey, thanks for the likes, I appreciate you. And I mentioned this is magnetic, so when I get these screws out, it'll be really nice. Is it the 4.5? I might be wrong. It might not be the 4.5. It felt like it grabbed. Definitely grabbed there. No, it feels like it's skipping. Try the 3. I know it's one of these because I've used this to take. No, it's definitely. It's not the 3. Maybe it's the 5.5 up top. So I'll show you guys. Well, I'm not going to completely take it apart to show you, but I replaced the what fucking socket is it? I replaced the 6 capacitors that allow the disk drive to work, and I should have probably did a stream on that. It has to be the 4.5. I'm doing lefty loosey. Felt like it grabbed. I might be going crazy. I'll leave that one out just in case. It's so weird. It feels like it's grabbing, but it's not. Maybe it is a 3.5. What the fuck? See, I don't know what I'm doing. This isn't really a tutorial. This is more of a, hey, let's see if I can make this work. Like, it just caught. I felt it catch. Let's just unscrew it and see if they just fall out. That could be it, and it's just not picking them up. Because that one, yeah. It's the 4.5. I don't know why I went in a weird pattern. But yeah, it's so convenient. Like, if you have a weird screw to get to and you have to bend it completely, like, it's working. Yep, they came out. Well, 2 of them did. And I like this mat because it has little... Pull it down so you can see storage compartments for the screws. So you don't misplace them. So, if this stream and others similar to it get more attention, I'll do more repairs on my stream, especially when I get a better setup. Shit. I caught it. It was going right off the desk. It unscrewed, so that's all that matters. Table over. So the batteries actually that we're replacing is right there. Okay. The annoying 10 capacitors. No, 6 capacitors. 6 capacitors that you have to replace. You take the unit out. You have to like take this component out. Oh, sorry, it's down too far. Where the fan, oh, the last screw came out. Where the fan is, you have to take this board out. You take this apart, you disassemble the heatsink, and there's a board under it that has 7 capacitors. So if anyone's doing that repair and you want to test it before you put it back together, there's 2 pins back here. Make sure they're both being pushed back, because I'm pretty sure I was only pushing one back and it drove me nuts because I thought I didn't do it correctly, but I think it was right the whole time. So yeah. So to get this board out to work on it, you just wiggle it up. or actually towards you first, because it has two little clips, right? And then you have one ribbon cable right here. I do not remember how to... I think it's from this side. Yeah, you just wiggle it back and forth till it comes out, and this is all we got to work on. This little piece right here. Yeah, you should have been able to see that. So this whole unit could get put aside as well. Right? Super simple. Again, this fix is so easy. Now I gotta figure out how to take this part off. There's two Phillips screws. I never disassembled this one. I'm assuming this is the power switch. What's the front left? Is that reset or power? It's a reset button. So this is the reset button right here. That's pretty cool. Oh, you know what? I should probably throw this up on the stream too, just so people know. We're gonna go text, add text. I'll make my head smaller if this. Oh my gosh, yeah, that's in the way. So I'm on all these platforms. I'm streaming on all these platforms right now. So yeah, if you like the content, drop a follow on numerous ones, and maybe I'll start garage sailing for more broken components and fixing them here. So I should also tell you how much this repair is costing me out of pocket, other than like the tools and stuff. So the batteries, I think, were like $6 for 12, and so what you can do, you could just buy the batteries and call it a day, right? Or, so you never, ever, ever have to do what I'm doing again. You'll still have to take it apart and replace the battery every like 15, 20 years. But, so you don't have to unsolder this component because it's soldered in there. Like, I can't get this battery out. You unsolder it, pop it out, and you insert one of these guys. So those are the tabs that are going to go through that I have to solder back on, but then the battery just slides under here, right? And in doing so, I just pop one out and put a new one in, rather than having to unsolder and resolder every time. I just gotta make sure I do positive to positive. Oh, it's not my art. Positive's there, so I'm assuming it has to go this way. So the worst thing that can happen is when you turn it on, if the polarity's wrong, it could overheat and blow up. I'm assuming it goes that way. I'm gonna look this up real quick. I'm gonna mute him so I don't get... Ooh, he's being fancy and wearing gloves. I ain't doing all that. Let's see, does he put on a new terminal? He does. Let's see if I was right, if that was the right way or not. Come on, flip it and show me. Show me I'm wrong. I probably am. Oh, he's replacing the LED too. Come on. Oh, I think he flipped it for a split second. No. Wire cuttering the LED. Oh, I actually have an LED that I could put in, but I'm not going to. Yep, clean up your board after. No, that didn't show me anything. Wait, what the fuck? Not the same one I have? Maybe not. Everyone's replacing the LED too. I'm not going that far. Show the finished component. Okay. So, what did I say? Looks like it's the other one. Wait. This isn't the same one I have. There has to be an identifying marker somewhere on here, and I just don't see it. I'm gonna blow something up, watch. Oh, this is a computer CMOS. So computer CMOS has them as well, and that's what powers your motherboard. So if you're having issues with your computer powering on, it's a CMOS battery. Is he using the one that I'm using? Oh, he's just plugging the whole battery back in. Is there an identifier on this? What tells me? Well, let's unsolder this and find out. Alright, so let's go to that part. Alright, so to do this, you need a soldering iron. I recommend having flux, which you'll see me squirt on. A nice pad to work on. Tweezers if you don't want to burn yourself. And I bought a nifty vise. I'll be bringing that on right now. Again, nothing. I'm sponsored by nothing. This I got on Amazon for like 15 bucks. It's a really nice spring-loaded vise. I can put the board in and work on without being on the table or bench or whatever I'm working on itself, because after a while it hurts your neck and back. So yeah, we're gonna see how this works. So you just slide it back and forth. Whoops, there we go. Oh, that's actually nice, and I could adjust it as needed. I'll put it more into the thing. So what I'll be unsoldering is these two points right there. Soldering a new one in. It looks like they didn't even take that out. Interesting. I'm tightening it, and then all I have to do is push that back to take the board out. Another couple things I recommend having on hand is isopropyl alcohol and Q-tips to clean it up before you put the new board on. Or the new component on, I guess, in this case. It's not a whole board that I'm putting on. Let's put the chat back up. Alright. And you need solder, so that's another thing. Monster of a soldering iron plugged in. I just gotta make sure I don't burn any of the cables I've hanging down. This is a mess. Make sure it lays flat. Would also recommend wearing gloves and having an open area to work on, but breathing in some harmful fumes ain't gonna kill you. It's just gonna give you a cough for a little bit. Alright, let's pick this back up, because that would have been bad. That would have melted the camera. I'm using this cord. Let's put it in view as much as I can while I'm still able to work on it. Power it on. Power, there we go. Let's move this a little more out of the way. Alright, let it heat up. Yeah, I'm working at 600 degrees Fahrenheit, which is very fucking hot. Oh, let me get my flux, though. This stuff is a godsend. So what this does, you just put some on whatever your... If it's a pad, you just put it on the pad. If it's solder, you need a reflow. You put it on there too. It just helps the solder flow easier. And again, you could clean it off after, so it's not a big deal if you use a little too much. I just recommend, like, if you're working on a shared workspace, keep it, like, contained, because it's kind of toxic. So yeah, let's let that get up to temp. Give it a couple seconds, and then we're gonna slowly work on getting it off. All we do is alternate heating the two pads. Solder's gonna liquefy, and the component's gonna fall through. Right? In this case, it's the battery. Keep going back and forth. And you could pull on it a little. You see all that smoke coming off. That's very hot, so. Yeah. You may have to pull it on it a little. Should fall through. Yep. It's about to come through right. Yeah, that doesn't smell good either. And you want to be careful, because some components like batteries and capacitors that hold charges and such could explode. So you got to be very careful with that. And then what I like to do, since there's leftover residue, solder, you get solder wick and you put it over the existing solder and heat the wick up. And what that does is it draws all the solder to it. And it cleans it up. And this stuff gets hot too because it is a metal. So you just want to be careful. And if you hold it on there too long, like right now it's stuck for me, just heat it back up. You don't want to rip it off or you're taking the pad with you and then it's essentially useless. Ooh. Ooh, shit. Don't want to be a pain in the ass today. I should probably screw it in a little tighter so that doesn't happen again. Again, my first time using this vise, so. Oh, see, it comes right off. See all that? Oh, you really can't. This camera's not made for this. But there's a bunch of solder on the wick right now. And then, if you're having trouble, just add a little more flux. It helps it flow. It's on those two components. Then we're going to flip the board over and look at it. I'm done cleaning it. It's pretty much clean. There's a little bit left over. It's nothing insane, so I'm okay with this. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not the best at cleaning up leftover solder. Should get a lot of it off. Come on. You don't want to pull too hard because again it'll just rip that pad off and you're screwed then. There's ways around, or like you could work on it after the fact, but it's much harder than just leaving a little leftover solder on. Like it flowed beautifully. Alright, so let me look at the other side of this board. So that's the positive and negative terminal. The positive is showing this way, so I'm assuming this way is positive. But it doesn't fit properly. Turn it around. I may have just bought the wrong CMOS holders. I didn't even think about that, like how it has to fit into the board. Let's see if I can seat this properly. Might just be the way I'm putting it in. Make the most sense for it to go in this way. So opposite of what I originally said. Yeah. That flux. It's very sticky. Oh. Just bend one contact in slightly. These don't like to bend. That's annoying too. Oh, come on, you fuck. I may have to kill the stream here and buy some different ones. I want to start doing more repairs, yes. I find them enjoyable. But this one might be a bust for now. I might have to buy different CMOS battery holders, and that's fine. So if maybe it's just for the positive side of the battery. That could be it. This positive side is up here. Gamecube, yeah, this is a CMOS battery for the Gamecube. I've already done the capacitors. I did not stream that. I wish I did. You would have heard me motherfuckering quite a few times. I don't know if that's allowed on YouTube. Just fixing. So the CMOS battery is what stores the like the calendar. Like if you were to turn on Pokemon Gold, Silver, Crystal, it asks you to enter the time and date for the day-night cycle, and that's what this does. Yeah, and mine died, so I'm gonna have to buy different holders. So I'm just gonna leave everything apart, order it, and I should get them in a day or two. I do have the batteries, so they're CR2032 batteries. They're very cheap. I would probably charge like $15-20 on this repair if people wanted it done. Where'd I learn to fix? YouTube. YouTube is your best friend for shit like this. I mean, what I can do. Oh, come on. Yeah, they're Rojas compliant. That's great. Why are these stuck? Is there another layer and I'm just bending plastic? There is. I might be able to get this battery in with the old holder. What else have I fixed? This is it so far. I actually have a PS5 controller with stick drift. Ooh, maybe I'll buy the stick too while I'm online. I'll replace that too. The reason I haven't really been doing much is because I don't have a dedicated area to set up. This is my computer desk. I'm just repurposing it temporarily. Oh, that's soldered onto the fucking battery itself. That's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. This battery... Oh, it probably expired in 2009. Jesus. Say this was manufactured in 2009? There's no way. I can't get the battery out of this fucking package. This package sucks. Let me try from up here. N64 yet? No, I have not. I'd be more than willing to buy a broken one. Just out of curiosity, do you have one that's messed up that needs a repair? And, like, what repair do you need? Because I'll try to find one. Oh. Why the hell? Dude, these batteries aren't going anywhere. There's another piece of plastic. Why the hell? It has, like, a push tab so you can push right through it. And I'm pushing. I'm fucking up this plastic, but this battery is not coming out. Oh my god. Mine's perfectly alive and fine. That's cool, man. I'm gonna have to get a replacement N64 at some point. Mine was never returned to me. So if I end up getting a broken one, I will definitely do research on how to fix it and do it on the stream. But mine was in perfect working condition. It was one of the original ones. You know what? I have cutters. Why am I stabbing? There we go. Of course, I get it out and I drop it. Oh my god. dexterity sucks. In handhelds, no, but actually, I could go over it again, but I did do a quick little showing of how to replace like Game Boy Color CMOS batteries, because it's the same thing. Yeah. 2032. So yeah, this would just slide under. Actually, don't know how this would slide under. So cheap. If I break one, I break one. Oh, that's what this part... Ah, there's a little thing little tab you push down on. It's fucking metal pieces. You're planning on buying the Game Boy line? Nice. So yeah, I could do a quick tutorial on that. It's gonna be super simple. Yeah, so the battery just sits in like that. And then to replace it, you just pull this down, push this out, and put in a new battery. Can I get this to work? So, the reason why it's not working, it has to fit in there. And, like, I'm trying to position it with the two tabs, and it's just not... It's slightly off. And if I try the other way, because I think it's the outer diameter of this hitting the inner diameter of that. But what's weird is the terminal's showing a polarity mark, so I don't want to mess with that. You have a DS Lite and soon a DS. I have a DS Lite, a 3DS. God, I don't want to touch everything with these hands. Let me just clean up real quick, and I'll show you. I have a Game Boy Color that works. Let me just clean up the board, because I have to be done working on it right now. I have to order a new one. Which kind of sucks. This is supposed to be a 10-15 minute quick easy fix, but as with everything I do, it's not. So all you do is get some isopropyl. I mean, I'll order it tonight, so it shouldn't be long. And I'm gonna order the new stick for my PS5 controller and fix that. All I have is some isopropyl alcohol on a Q-tip, and I'm rubbing it around. Use the other side to dry off as much as I can, and it looks beautiful. I don't know. You guys can't really see it. Actually, I could probably clean off this whole board. It's gross. Can I adjust it a little? And the next thing with donation money I'll do, if I'd really get into this, is buy a new camera for this, because this isn't it. This is just an old webcam I had lying around. This battery could be thrown out. I'm just going to call that a death too. Let me put this away and then wash my hands. And then I will show you some things. You know what? I am going to reassemble it fairly quickly. And the funny thing is, this will all still work. Like, the Gamecube will still operate normally. Because the CMOS battery just has to do with date and time. So let's reassemble it real quick. Oh, I don't need the soldering iron. Let's turn that off and let it get cool. So right now it's at about 80 degrees, which is still fucking hot. I have a PlayStation. I have PlayStation 1, 3, 4, and 5. I used to have PSP when I was younger. What else do I have? I mainly play on PC now. Oh, this one was... this side wasn't tightened all the way. That's why the board kept fucking moving. User error. I gotta get more room. Alright, so... reassembly of the board. Where's the other half of this board? Oh. So it just screws back on. I just gotta make sure the orientation's correct. No. Right? Oh, duh. Slides right in. Perfect. Yeah, no problem. Oops. I'm not even gonna fuck with the ribbon cable because I probably won't play this until I get the new one. I may have to order them off at eBay. So it might be a little longer. It might be like a week till I can finish this repair. But it's super easy. Gamecube cover. Actually, while I have it apart, might as well go over this. Obviously, I'm not replacing them today, but I'll go over how to get... To get to the capacitors to replace, you have to take this board out, the board that we just had out, the side fan here. I forget if this is screwed in. It is. A couple Phillips there. Welcome back. I'm going to show you how to get to the capacitors that you have to replace. This is for if the disk drive isn't reading properly. And when you replace all the capacitors when you test it, you want to push back on both of these prongs, because there's two back here that move independently. My fat head's in the way. Right there. 1 and 2. And if you don't push them both back, the disk drive won't engage. So I'm pretty sure I finished the repair perfectly the first time. But I kept going back and trying to fix it because I thought I broke it. Now, this board goes in... like right behind the casing, so you gotta move the casing off to get this board off. I think there's only 2 screws. I haven't taken this apart in a while, so yeah. And the next is getting these fuck ton of screws off. Ooh, I don't... Okay, yeah, there's wires that you have to unsolder. Sound wires that you have to unsolder to get to to work on the board. I'm not going to do that today just because I'm not working on it. Just showing you how to get to it. So a lot of people don't know. There are countless YouTube videos. There's also do I have any GameCube games? Yeah, I have Paper Mario, and that's it. I actually found my Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. CIB, but the disc was ruined, so I have to order a new disc, but I have the manual on the case, so yeah, that's actually one of my donation goals, because I would like to stream more GameCube games. Yeah. So yeah. What else is holding this? Oh, there's screws in the back. I forgot. The amount of screws that hold the whole enclosure in is insane. I think they're all the same size screw. I'll find out when I get there. Bum, bum. There goes my solder wick, which I don't want on my floor. Got any Pokemons? I mean... yeah, I'll be getting ZA. I had Scarlet Violet, the original 400 decks completed, but I restarted it to play with my daughter, so... what is holding this in place? Oh, one fucking screw. Am I forgetting to unscrew something else? I haven't taken this apart in a while. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. Why is this not coming off? That's another fun thing to do, is just figure out why shit can't be taken apart. Like, this whole unit should be coming out of the bottom plate. And then there's screws on the bottom of this that you have to take off. Oh, yeah. I think. Let's just try and see what happens. Yeah, dude, it's fun. It's fun when you get to that stage. I mean, mine currently just plays Fortnite. And if you ever see me playing Fortnite on stream, it's because she's playing Fortnite. And you'll hear her in the background because her setup is about 5 feet that way. She's in bed right now. That's why I'm doing this. She'd be up my butt. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you doing that? And I mean, it's great and all, but like when I'm working with a soldering iron, it's kind of bad. Pretty sure these came out. Only one way to find out. I can't wait till my hair gets long enough that I can tie it back, because it just being in my eyes sucks right now. I was actually debating about getting a hair clip, just throwing it back and stabbing it on my head. Yeah, I think these had to come out. Because on these, the memory card slots... Aha, that's what it was. Okay. So that pops up. Did I miss a fucking screw? I did. There's what? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 screws that just hold this plate down that you couldn't see. Yeah, so you unscrew that. Actually, these are all the capacitors right here. Right? No, they're actually under here. So these capacitors I didn't replace. So you pop the top off, and then you have where the discs go. After I get grandkids, I'll share those with them. I completely understand. So then, I just want to be gentle with this. You have to unscrew all these little fucking screws, and then you got to be careful, because that's... Yeah, I know where I am now. I don't know why I did all this. Whoops. Content, I guess. And then I'll show you that the Gamecube still turns on after all this. Without a CMOS battery. Again, CMOS battery is... It's needed for a PC. It's not needed for a console. It's not needed for games. You just won't be able to save red, blue, yellow. Actually, they're in Game Boy Advance games too, which is really cool. Just in a different layout. So yeah, you gotta wiggle this out. It's connected on the other side, so you gotta just be careful. Hello? I missed a fucking screw again. The amount of screws on here is really unnecessary. Is the CMOS battery really needed? No, I'm just sick of turning on my GameCube and saying, can you please reset the date? And again, like Pokemon Silver, Gold, you have the times for the day-night cycle. So it's stuff like that. Oh yeah, it's on the other side of this board. Oh man, so you have to unplug this. And that's why you have tweezers. I'm doing all this just to show you guys how to get to it. I'm not replacing it today. I wiggle this out. You don't want to pull the wire. There's like pieces of a white connector right here. That's all you want to pull on. It's really a pain in the ass because it has no lip to it on the top. So you end up pulling on the wire a little and hoping for the best. But as long as you're gentle, you should be okay. The wiggle method's the best. There's actually an easier way to get that one off. So this ribbon cable, you have to pull that black tab away from or toward the cable itself, and then pull the ribbon cable out gently. If you damage this, you're kind of fucked. It just wiggles out very gently, and then you have more screws, and then that is your sound. Oh, there's another. Fuck, I really don't want to take this apart anymore, but we came this far. Maybe I turned off the iron. Oh, do I want to keep going? Yeah. See if I could get this connection out. I'll keep going. Sorry. My head hit the thing. Oh, that's too thick. Do I have my other tweezers here? I do. They're right in front of me. I have like 5 pairs of tweezers on my work area. Or my work area. I can't get this out. I'm just going to reassemble it. Oh, there we go. Started coming out. No, maybe it didn't. There we go. Alright. I did pull on the cord very gently. Alright, I guess I'll keep going. So that's... I don't want to mix up the batteries now, or the screws now. These I think stay in, because they're kind of like spring-loaded. No, they just... We'll go there, I guess. They have a washer on. Fun part is going to be, can I remember how to put this back together? Alright, 2 more screws, that's it. And then I'll show you what 10 capacitors I previously replaced. And I'll just put it all back together. Oh, I am going to have to take this ribbon cable out. Fuck. So this one, you just want to pinch and go gently left and right until it wiggles out. I actually have gone under and kind of just yanked it out with tweezers, but you really don't want to do that. Let's see if I could pick this up, make it vertical, and wiggle it out that way. Because it's like a stiffer. Just a little tab holding that down. It's a stiffer ribbon cable, so you want to be careful that you don't tear it or bend it or break it. But if you're able to get to this point, taking this ribbon cable... Oh, I guess I don't have to. So... Damn it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Those are the 10 capacitors that you have to replace. You don't have to replace them all. You could go through and find out which ones are bad. I just recommend replacing them all, because if you're in there and if one's bad... Eventually, they're all going to need to be replaced. So these are the capacitors that need to be replaced. Hey, thanks for the heart. I appreciate it. And again, this is for the disk drive. So if you power it on and there's a disk in there that you know works and it says, please insert a disk, these are the 10 capacitors that are probably faulty. They just expire, die after a while, because they're supposed to hold a charge and they just can't anymore. They're old. Just be very careful taking them out. These are weird. They're like, I'll take apart the Game Boy Color game real quick. This one's the 3. So, like the one I was showing before, the pads had a through hole, and the through holes are what got soldered down. With this, it's just a pad. Like, if I take the board out, there's no contacts on the other side. Thanks for the 4 roses. Appreciate it, man. And, that's how these capacitors are, and I don't... That's my... That's my fingernail compared to the smallest one. The pads are underneath it, so you have to heat solder, put it on, and then heat the pad to melt the component's contacts to it. And if these things get too hot, they explode. So you need to be very careful with that. Should probably buy batteries for this too, because they're probably going to die soon. My original Pokemon Yellow battery still works, which is insane. It shouldn't. It should be long dead, but it's not. Me and my best friend don't know how. I've never replaced it, and I'll take it apart just to prove that. But yeah, those are the 10 capacitors. So to reassemble, what you do, I'll go over this a little more detailed, since I can stop stressing. You would put the board back in, pretend like this is nothing's connected as of right now. There's a little tab right here, you got to pull it back on, and it sits right in. Put this ribbon cable back in. I would do all the cables first. Put this cable back in. And then, again, there's a little black piece that you need to make sure is pushed outward. You insert the ribbon cable. I actually want to make sure I insert it properly. push it all the way back, and then you push back or push away from the ribbon cable, that black tab. Let's see if I can do it like this. Not really. So when you push it back, it engages it, right? Oh, thanks for the high bear and the 5 more roses. I appreciate you. And then you would solder these components, these 2 wires back on. And if you look close enough, I don't know if my camera's going to be able to catch this. There's printing on the board itself. Yeah, you can see it. Oh god, I'm shaking though. The left says red and the right says brown. That's how you know which cable goes into where. So you can't mess that up. Or wire, I should say, not cable. So that's impossible to mess up. I need a camera that autofocuses for when I do shit like that. Alright, so reassembly. The what? 4 screws that go in the top of the board. So I'll make sure you're not pinching that wire. That's... Go there for now. Appreciate you helping me hit the goal. I don't know what the goal is for. I just stream on TikTok mainly to get people to my other channels. So. And it has been working for me. Slowly but surely. This repair I'd probably charge like $75 for just because it's a pain in the ass and time consuming. But the CMOS battery, 20 bucks at most. These 5 going. Or 4, sorry. Thinking ahead. I already forgot how this gets reassembled, so we're going to see if my Gamecube works after this. It will. The one that I'm most worried about always is this ribbon cable, just making sure it's seated properly. So I'm just going to triple check it before. Oh yeah, you're tucked in there. Cool. And then this could only go on one way, so if you forget which way it goes on like I am right now, just rotate it around and figure it out. And this thing gets so filthy, but there's no way to get it clean. I've tried. Has to be seated like this, because that connector has to come through the bottom of the plate. And then you have your 2, 4, 5, 6 screws, which are smaller again. Has to be these. Yeah. It's one of the case ones. Not case, but to put this board back in. Actually, let's boot it up after to see if it does start. I don't think it won't start without the CMOS battery. I think it'll still start, but it'll just give us that error that says to reset the date and time. I'm like 99% sure. I lied. There's... Oh no, there are 6 screws. I'm just missing one. I mean, it does not matter. This thing is not going anywhere. Oh, it is in there. I just couldn't see it. Watch, I put it back together. It doesn't... See, okay, so if it doesn't start, I don't know if it's CMOS battery or if it's something I missed going on now. I like it oriented toward me because I know how to put it back together that way. This goes there. Then 10,000 more screws later. I'm gonna get this. So these are what hold the memory card unit down. I had it the right way the first time. It's easy to tell because there's 4 holes on the component, and there's 4 holes on the what it connects to. Just line them up. In theory, I could see this sitting on either way. And the iFixit tool is really nice because it has a magnetic tip, so you're not going to drop your screws that much. Oops. It's just going to suck when you're trying to start it, and you touch the side of the screw head, and when you go to lift it to try to get it to the screw itself, it just picks up the whole thing. Just did it to me 5 fucking times. Space. Also ran out of music. Now we'll just go to this. Okay, so that's all in, and then your 10,000 screws around it. Why didn't it start? Well, this is only 2 minutes long, so let's go to this. So what I'm gonna do is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I'll screw all the other ones in. Just want to make sure it's like flat, you know. I'm gonna be screwing these down and hear a loud crunch. Actually, I could plug in the front panel and attempt to turn it on to see if it works before I keep going. Oh no, Beard's back. Did someone say suck? Oh, I suck. I bought the wrong CMOS connector, so we gotta come back to the stream a different day. I got the battery out, but I couldn't get a new one in. I just took apart the whole thing to show how to replace the capacitors I did off stream. I just can't see these fucking screw holes. Oh, a screw fell. See how easy that was getting it out? Fucking magnetic tip. Now I'll just fully assemble it and plug it in. I'm confident. Oh no, what happened to TikTok? Why is it grayed out? Was it saying that I have hate speech? Inactivity? I'm here! I'm talking! Why you're bad? You're not the reason that TikTok detected inactivity. TikTok, never mind. I'm not going to say anything bad about it because I don't want to get banned. Been shadow banned like 3 times. I think it all lined up when I put that screw in because the other fucking like 5 were hard as shit. Whoops. That would have been bad. If I really do get into this, there's an electric screwdriver I might buy just because this becomes tedious. One more. And then fully assemble, and then 4 more, and then I'm done. Just make sure it works, and then we'll call it a night. My hand's killing me now. At least the unassembly for getting to that battery is so fucking simple. Oh. I was like, why is this not like fitting anywhere? I gotta put the back plate on. Yeah, there we go. Let's say if I miss this step and I have to disassemble it, we're gonna have a problem here. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have a problem here. I don't think. Yeah, this just slides in. Just gotta make sure. Oh, there were 2 screws for this. Where did I put those 2 screws? Ugh. They were in there. Fuck it. We'll just take 2 out of the side. Oh, 2 were from the side. Oops. I think I did this last time too. So, that far back screw and this screw have to go through that piece as well. So you line it back up. There, now it's seating properly. It was just slightly higher because of the screw heads. There we go. And then this. I'll line it up and slide it in. I gotta move the camera slightly. There we go. Oops. Ooh. No, that's good. Yeah, that's fully in. Alright, faceplate is back on. Cool. And then Silent Hill. Oh shit. You played a lot of creepy games. Alright. Just drop the 4 screws in. 2, 3. Get my faithful extender out. Put the Phillips away because I'm done with that. Oh! You're on the stream. Stay on for a couple more minutes, CJ. I want to prove something to you. I'd be shitting, yeah. No. I'm gonna make sure the Gamecube works, and I'm gonna show you something cool. Alright. I just gotta plug it in real quick, and then we will see. You need horror games to watch? Enjoy the epilepsy from this. Alright. Just... I don't know why this flash is green either. I'm putting the Game Boy Pro back in because I'm confident that this is going to work. If it does, I'm going to yell motherfucker and call it a night. Alright. Oops, pop open the disc tray. Alright, moment of truth. Did I reassemble my GameCube properly? Oh god. I threw both cables forward so I didn't have to search for one. Oh, did I throw the power cable? Oh, fucker. Ugh. See, it just that's not the system itself. It's the capture card. It's not even a capture card. It's a converter. Bum, bum. No, you're fine. You're fine. See, works fine. I'm just still getting that error. Now, because there's no battery in it, it's going to be 2035. You ready? 2062. Jesus. So, yeah, let's just change it. Yeah, because the CMOS battery isn't in there. But it's reading the game no problem, so yeah, I assembled it properly. But yeah, let's see. I changed it to 121/2049. I'm going to turn it off. Turn it back on. And I should get that error again right away, because there is no CMOS battery in there right now. Or maybe the capacitors hold it temporarily. Oh, really? I hit reset. The capacitors must hold it temporarily, so when the capacitors discharge, it loses the date and time. But the CMOS battery's in the garbage right now, so yeah, that's, I mean, it runs without it. Is it an issue? Not really, so. But CJ, this is for you. So, because I remember you bringing this up. You switch back. Game Boy Color. Actually, while I have the stream going, maybe I'll disassemble my PS5 controller now just to have it ready. I mean, why kill the stream? Get the 3.5 out. Remember we were talking about how the battery looks, and I said it's soldered in and you have to buy a special CMOS holder. This is the Game Boy board. Shit, it's so weird. See how the tabs are soldered on? There's no through. So yeah, the battery's soldered in place. So what you can do, you could unsolder both sides, slide the battery out, or maybe even one side, slide it out, put a new one in, and then solder it back down. Or you could replace it with one of these. But this has the tabs rather than the plates, so I can't use this on that. So yeah. Fuck it, let's take apart the PS5 controller. I'm here. Oh, it's 10:30 though. Do I do this tonight? No, we'll save that for the other stream. I'll do another long stream. Yeah, but it's the same for all of them. This is actually, I can't see your name for whatever reason, but this is my buddy's Game Boy Color that's in my Twitch stream right now. I took the batteries out? Why the fuck did I take the batteries out? It works though. Maybe I can mod this. Have some fun with it. Let me. Move a PS5 controller. Alright, it's an 11-minute tutorial, so it can't be that hard. Alright, there's two clips, and then you pop it open, and then you start unscrewing. How did we get there? The whole back plate comes off. There's little tabs that you gotta be careful of. So that's pretty simple. The battery pack you have to remove. Some screws you gotta remove. Ribbon cable that guy just ripped the fuck out. There's a ribbon cable on each side which have the rumble packs. Alright. Okay, and then he didn't unsolder. Okay. Okay. No one cares. Just show us how to remove it. Oh, he's just cleaning it. I was gonna replace mine. Maybe I don't need to. Maybe I could repair it. I'm not sure. No, I remember that. I remember one was your brother's and one was yours, and you just took them apart and combined them. Whenever you want it back, just tell me. Alright, so those are useless. But I could, like, modify it so it has a backlight, like the newer systems. Yeah, that's how you're supposed to repair a CMOS battery for a Nintendo Gamecube. Yeah. I don't want everyone to see my keyboard because it's gross, but... Oh yeah, that's gross. Let's just go to anything else. Let's just go on to... you taking my time trying to find something to change to is making this even worse. Here, I'll just turn it to this for now. There we go. My World of Warcraft, because I might go to that for a little bit. CMOS. Better. You know what? Yeah, they're showing different ones installed. Yeah, everyone... Wait. Is that the one I have? Hold the fuck on. If this is the one I have, I'm opening it back up and finishing the repair. No, it's not. How could you tell what size positive? There's no indicators on this fucking thing. The only thing that has a positive is the top of the thing. So fucking weird. Anyone use the one I did? That looks closer to the one I'm holding. Maybe they... This is the one I'm holding! So this will work! Son of a... bitch! No. Gosh darn it. I hit a hotkey. I might just have to bend the contact slightly. Wait, did he remove it? Hold on. So this guy used the same one I have and had the same issue, and all he did was break off. Alright, I guess I'm opening it back up and finishing the job today. Alright. Let's move the disgusting keyboard out of the way. Let's grab the Gamecube again. Fuck. I don't know what I'm going to cut this off with, though. Maybe I'll just bend it back and forth and break it. So, let me go back to the solder. So, this part right here, like it's a little thumb tab. Oh, it bends and breaks right the fuck off. And I have little wire cutters to make it a little cleaner. So that's all I had to do to make this work. So we're gonna solder it. We're gonna get this done today. Oh my god. And then we're gonna set the date and time, and we'll review it when I do the PS5 controller repair. Or if I buy something online and want to repair it and sell it, I might start doing that. Or I might like start doing repairs for people. I gotta see how to get that going well. Oops. Oh, this mount sucks. It's my mic mount that I'm just going off of. Repair my life. There's not enough solder for that, and I have a lot of solder right now. So again, this is just a Game Boy player. If you don't have one on the bottom of your console, you don't have to take this off. I should probably take the disc out too. Oh, I don't think I told you. So when I was cleaning stuff out, I found cases for Luigi's Mansion, Super Mario Strikers, and Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, and Pokemon Coliseum. They're all complete, other than the game. I found Gale of Darkness game, you know, the expensive one, and it was wrecked. OG Strikers, yeah, we played the shit out of that. But yeah, I don't have to buy all the CIBs. I could just buy some discs as long as they're clean. And then I can make my own CIBs with my original cases and shit. Might as well turn my soldering iron, whoops, back on. Gotta make sure I don't bump it. Burn everything. It'll come off. Come on. It's always one screw that doesn't want to come out. Don't need that. Just need this. Yeah, be careful with ribbon cables. Probably take a whole GameCube apart in my sleep now. I'm missing a screw? None are in there. Put all four back in. That's weird. Well, when I find a screw on the floor that I don't recognize, I'll know where it goes to. Oh, it's right here. It fucking... Oh my god. I just tried unscrewing a piece of solder. I need to go to sleep. So yeah, so now that I broke that piece off, should slide right in. This son of a bitch, it does. It's awesome. not fitting perfectly though. If I bend that contact out slightly. There, if I keep pressure on it, it'll stay fully seated, but I don't think it's gonna matter that much. Alright. So yeah. Question is, will I be able to get a battery in and out of there with the soldered in? Well, it's 2 solder points. Let's find out. Let's also bend this down so it doesn't move. Cool. I put everything away. Alright, solder, check. Flux, check. Move this shit out of the way because I don't need it right now. My really cool... I think that this is legit a jeweler's voice, but I'm using it for this, which is kind of cool. So, my music stopped again. So I picked a shorter one thinking I was ending. Oh, this is only 3 minutes. Even though this is all non-copyright, I'm probably still gonna have half my shit on YouTube blocked. Alright, here we go. So I got the 2 solder points in. There's 2 ways to solder now. First, you let your soldering iron get to that beautiful 600 degrees Fahrenheit. Or whatever the fuck that is in Celsius. 2 things you can do. First, you always want to pre-tin your tip. Just melt some solder onto it. Super simple. Don't inhale those fumes. So then what you can do is either hold the soldering iron on the pad. Actually, some of the solder fucking popped out. Flowed on. I may have to find something to like compress that in. Might be my thumb. Thought you were about to turn off the light. So you just heat the pad up, and while you're heating it up, you add solder to it. And then the fucking contact pops through. That should be enough. I just see enough to make contact. Thank you. Thank you. This will be done soon. This will be done very quickly. Just add your solder. Boom. That side's done. Heat that up. Ah. Oh. There we go. Why is it not melting on this side? There we go. Boom. Done. That's it. That is it. About 3, 4, or 5 maybe? 3, 4, or 5 what? That's it. It's not fully seated. I mean, what I can do now, since there's enough solder there, is put some pressure on it while, there we go, while it's heated, and just let it flow back. Didn't flow complete. There we go. And then that's it. It's done. Battery replacement is in. I just have to pop a battery in now. No contact for me to trim, nothing. It's 5-minute repair. I mean, just having the tools and the knowledge to get this done. I mean, I'm already done with it. I don't even need my soldering iron anymore. It's just 2 contacts. Super simple. So now the hardest part, which I noticed, is this damn battery clip. Kind of got to force it open. So yeah, I could slide it in and out from this weird ass angle. Boom. That doesn't feel like it's seated properly though. Still gotta wash my fingers. See, it's like moving a lot, which is weird because it should be clamped in pretty fucking tight. Oh, let's see if it works. It should. I'm not that worried about it. Worst case scenario, I just pop it out and put a new one in at some point. Looks good to me. Just make sure it cooled down enough. Yeah, it's not hot at all. Oh shit, I forgot to screw this on. It's fine, I'll do it just like this. Fuck did I put my screwdriver? So what I'll do, plug it in, turn it on, set the date and time, and then unplug it, because the CMOS battery should be holding it. That's CR, what, 2032. Should hold that data, or at least keep whatever component that does hold that data charged to keep that information. That's all good. Two, three, four. start screwing in. There we go. Oh god, it might not show up right away just because, again, this converter sucks. There it is. So, hold on. Oh, there's no disc. There is no disc in there for once. So, what do we got? 929. Nothing smoking out of the console, so that's good. So it's installed properly. 20, 25. Oops. Let's head over. The time is what? 22. 58. 59. It's off by a couple seconds, that's fine. Cool. So, we'll see if this holds. Charge. Right, nothing's getting hot. Good. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut off the console, unplug it, and then test it in a couple days. But ensure that the disk drive is still working. I was gonna say, it's not popping up, that's worrisome. So yeah, that's how you replace the CMOS battery. Super simple if you buy the right connector or you know how to make it fit. So yeah, that was fun. I might do the stick drift repair soon, which is my right analog stick on the PS5 controller. Maybe I'll buy something that's broken and try to fix it. Like a known issue. I'm not ready to diagnose anything yet. So yeah, that's it for the stream. I'm going to bed. Have a great night, everyone.